we know that because of, history and things like that, Black Americans have essentially lost, had their legacy and identity stolen because of history.
Right.
And in an attempt to try and gain that back, Black Americans have done everything possible to try and, reconnect with Africa. Some have moved over there, and some have, just not been able to go, but they've done what they can to reconnect with the culture here. And I've noticed in that time, in an attempt to try and do that, there's sometimes a disconnect. Like they may see something that we do or wear, and because they may not know the history of it or whatever, they may practice it incorrectly. And it's just not that they're trying to be disrespectful. They just don't know what it is. And so to have you being somebody who is able to show them the culture, take them over there, allow them to see how being African really is and what it really looks like, and for them to be able to, like you said, bridge that gap and bring it back and then go back to their communities and say, yeah, I see you're wearing that. I see you're doing this. I see this, but now I've actually been there. So
Right.
let me show you how to actually practice, how we, because I'm not the one to say they, how we, Black American or African, how we practice this together so we can do it right, to really honor what it is that we come from. And I've noticed this, even when I've had those conversations with Black Americans, they're always open because they're like, oh, okay, that's how you do it. And then they shift. So you're providing those kids with that opportunity to be that mouthpiece for our country. So it's not just you at this point talking for the people, it's the people talking for the people.
Exactly.
Yeah, and it works both ways because a lot of Africans on the continent have misconceptions about Black Americans. Like I've had cousins who didn't know any better that all they knew was like rap music. And you can imagine if your experience or understanding of Black Americans is through the lens of rap music, you're going to look at things completely different.
Completely different.
So you're being able to bring actual Black Americans to there. So now they can see, oh, it's not all drugs, violence, misogyny. These are normal people. They're regular kids. They got a lot of value, and they're seeing that. And it just works both ways.
It changes the idea of who they see, how we see each other, and again, recorrecting how we've been lied to over the years.
Changing the narrative.
Changing the narrative, my boy. Changing the narrative.
Yeah.
Hey man, shout out Afronomics, man. I love. Hey, hold on. Shout out Afronomics. I love it.